Hello guys, අද අපි සෙට්ටලා ඉන්නේ Hogwarts Legacy ඊළඟ එපිසෝඩ් එකට. මේ වෙනකොට අපි දන්නවා අපේ කැරක්ටර් එක හොරෙන් ලයිබ්‍රරි එකේ restricted section එකට ගිහිල්ලා එතනදී යාට දැනගන්න පුළුවන් වෙනවා මීට කලිනුත් 50 year ස්ටුඩන්ට්ස්ලා පළවෙනි වතාවට 50 year ස්ටුඩන්ට්ස්ලා සෙට් වෙනවා. ඉගැන පළවෙනියටම 50 ගියපු ස්ටුඩන්ස්ලා දෙන්නෙක් ඉන්නවා කියලා ඒ දෙන්නටම ඒන්ෂට් මැජික් පේනවා වගේ මේ ඒන්ෂට් මැජික් යස් කරන්නත් පුළුවන් වෙලා තියෙනවා කියන එක එතනදි එලි වෙනවා. ඒ වගේම එයාට එතනදි හම්බෙන පොත ගැන පරීක්ෂණ කරන්න කියලා මෙයාගේ ප්‍රොෆෙසර් මෙයාගේ යාළුවා ප්‍රොෆෙසර් වෙන ෆික්ස්ට ඒ පොත දෙනවා. කොහොම නමුත් එයාලත් එක්ක මුලින්ම ආපු මිනිස්ට්‍රි එකේ ආපු ජෝර්ජ්ද කොහෙද එක්කෙනන් නැති වුණ එක ගැන කට උත්තරයක් දෙන්න එයාට ලන්ඩන් වලට යන්න වෙනවා. ඒ අතරම මෙයාට මෙයා අපිට මුලින් හම්බෙච්ච උගන්ඩා වලින් ආපු නැටි කියන විච් පොඩි ප්‍රශ්නයක් වෙලා තියෙනවා එන්න කියලා කිව්වා. අපි එතෙන්ට ඇවිල්ලා ඉන්නේ. එතනින් පස්සේ මොකද වෙන්නේ කියලා බලමු.
Hello, Natty. How are you? I hope you've recovered from our rather eventful trip to Hogsmeade.
I am well, but I have been worried about you, my friend. With Ranrock and Rookwood and Harlow after you?
I'm all right at the moment.
We did not speak about it at the time, but I am hoping now you might tell me why they were looking for you.
They want something that Professor Fig and I found at Gringotts.
When were you at Gringotts?
Just before we came to Hogwarts. In fact, it's why I was late to the sorting ceremony. A portkey brought us there after the dragon attacked our carriage.
What on earth?
There's one more thing. It's a bit odd, if I'm honest. Professor Fig says I have a rare connection to a powerful form of ancient magic.
Is that the magic you used fighting the trolls in Hogsmeade?
I think so. I'm still learning, but I can see traces of it, and I've cast magic I can't otherwise explain. I know that's a lot to absorb.
It is. And I will have more questions. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us. To all of us. Which is why I wanted to speak to you. I realized something that day in Hogsmeade. You displayed such courage fighting that troll. And Serona wasn't intimidated one bit by Rookwood and Harlow. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matibili land. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
Good. Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair. And the fact that they're working with Ranrock, well...
All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true. But shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right. But how?
I am going to watch and listen and find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
Be on your guard.
Okay. Ek
I beg your pardon. How dare you threaten me?
What's going on here?
අදේශීය මොකක්ද සද්දයක් ඇහුණා. ඊට කලින් ඔයාලට කියන්න ඕන නැටි කියනවා. නැටිටත් නිකන් අර එදා මෙයාලා හොග්ස්මීඩ් ගියාපුවාම ට්‍රෝල් කෙනෙක් ඇටැක් කරා. ඒ වගේම රුක්වුඩ් කියලා පොරක් එහෙම මෙයාලව අල්ලන් යන්න වගේ try කරනකොට සිරෝනා කියන මේ විච් එහෙම සිනෝරා කියන බා එකේ ඉඳපු විච් එහෙම මෙයාලව ඩිෆෙන්ඩ් කරගත්ත එකෙන් නැටීට නිකන් ආවලු නිකන් අලුත් කොන්ෆිඩන්ස් එකක් වගේ එකක් ආවලු. එයාත් වැරදි දේවල් වලට නැගී හිටින්න වගේ. ඉතින් ඒ වගේම මෙයා කියනවා රැන්රොක් රුක්වුඩ් කියලා අර එයාලට ඇටැක් කරන්න ආපු කට්ටිය වගේ කට්ටිය ගැන මෙයා මීට වඩා සිවිල්ලෙන් ඉන්නවා. එයාලගේ පොඩි ඔපරේෂන්ස් වලට මැදි වෙලා ඒ ඔපරේෂන්ස් වලට පොඩ්ඩක් ඇවිල්ලා ඉන්ටරප්ට් කරලා උන්ගේ දේවල් හරියට කරගෙන යන්න දෙන්නේ නැති වෙන්න එයත් පොඩි නිකං අසාධාරණයට විරුද්ධව යනවා වගේ දෙයක් කරන්න පොරොන්දු උපුළු කරන්න උත්සාහ කරනවා කියන එක මෙයාට කියන එච්චරයි කියන්නේ එයා මුකුත් වෙන දෙයක් කියන්නේ එහෙම යනවා ඕකේ බලමු මේ ඇස්සේ අපිට මෙතනදී මොකක් ලොකු සද්දයක් ඇහුණා අපි ගිහිල්ලා බලමු
They must have come this way. Think!
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
A student! You can't be...
Enough out of you.
Leave her alone.
Stupefy!
Let me incendio. Accio.
දුන්න උඩ පැන දුන්න උන් දෙන්න ඔය කවුද
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes.
okay.
Do you really think...
I'm not going anywhere with you.
වැරදුන
Tell Rookwood to find me himself.
You're a bit dodgy with your skills, aren't you, sweetheart?
Dark Wizard.
What on earth just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner, and so close to Hogwarts.
Are you all right?
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills. Care to tell me why two Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you?
Ashwinders?
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies. They seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my research before they return.
You mentioned someone named Priya.
Yes, my wife. She's the one who piqued my interest in Merlin. Gave me a book when we were students at Hogwarts. Typical hard-working Hufflepuff, brilliant potioneer, has her own shop in Nocturne Alley. She's a travelling vendor. Hears what's going on in the Highlands before I do.
You're a researcher?
Nora Treadwell at your service. Historian and archaeologist specialising in Merlin's work and life.
I thought that Merlin and the tales about King Arthur's court were a myth.
Mere myth. You're lucky Sir Cadogan didn't hear you. Chatters on endlessly about his connection to Merlin from his portrait at Hogwarts. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here centuries ago.
Fixtures?
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them all around the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
I can see why you're so interested in Merlin. I'd be keen to know more about the trials.
Well then, I'll let you in on a little secret. No one has yet managed to figure out how they work. But I believe I have just unlocked a crucial clue. I suspect that Mallowsweet is an important component in getting the trials to work.
Mallowsweet?
Versatile herb. Merlin repeatedly mentioned it in his writings. I had just arrived to test my theory when I was so rudely interrupted. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has its symbol in the center. That started me thinking, what if...
The mallow sweet is meant to be placed at the center of the symbols.
Precisely. Would you care to do the honors? We can see what comes of our little hypothesis. I brought a trunk chock full of mallow sweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
Mallow sweet.
This trunk?
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
I have the mallow sweet.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground. Each trial has these features. Place the mallow sweet on the swell, and we'll see what happens.
Did you see that? The vines disappeared.
Revelio. What should I do now?
This is uncharted territory. I am curious about these pyres.
Accio. Incendio.
Merlin's beard.
The flames make the pyre sink.
Okay.
Beard, how beautiful.
What a day. I can hardly believe
Revelio. I take it we can call that a success?
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what I need to continue my research. My guess is that each will also require mallow sweet, which you can find in Hogsmeade should you need more. I really must be off. Such a pleasure to meet you. And do be careful out here. Now, I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safety of my notes and books.
Trials of Merlin. Trials of Merlin කියලා අපිට මේ Merlin ගැන තියෙන side quest වගේක් unlock වුණා. Side quest main quest දන්නෙත් නෑ බලමු. අම්මට පත්ත map එක ගහන්නේ. Goblin camp එකකට යන්න තියෙන ගිහින් බලමු side quest එක. පයින් යනවා අම්මට දුරයිනේ. කියලා බලමු. මේ අපේ මෙතන කරත්ත
Revelio.
මෙයා කවුද?
Hello, sir. What do you sell here?
Hello, I'm Jalal Semi, and this is my potion shop. I can answer any questions you have about the town.
Any whispers going about the town?
A goblin called Pergit is causing a bit of a stink. His gang is attacking travelling vendors, and now business is suffering everywhere. It would be nice if someone would do something about it. No one wants to pick a fight with a band of goblins, though. Which means he's free to do what he wants down in Corro Ruins.
Can you tell me a bit about yourself?
Oh, let's see. Well, I am Lower Hogsfield's preeminent potioneer. And I was once a lowly Hogwarts student like you. In fact, I'll give you the Hogwarts discount. It's the standard price. My prices are low enough already, you see.
What do you have for sale?
I sell only potions and their ingredients.
potions
If you can't fix it with a potion, then it's best left broken, I say. My ingredients are all local to this area, and my potions are brewed to keep you healthy and safe.
What do you have for sale?
What can I help you with today?
මේ වයි ගන්නා 300 ඕ මගේ තියෙන එක විකුණන්න පුළුවන් නේ.
I'll have no trouble selling this. Thank you.
Okay.
I hope to see you again sometime.
After what Ranrock did to that goblin banker.
ටිකක් දුර යන්න තියෙනවා.
I shouldn't be surprised at what happened to Arn.
යම් බලන්න. සද්දයක් ආව නේද? රතු පාට
Revelio.
මකරක් ගැන තෝරු.
Oh, here's a pleasant surprise.
ඕ මර්ලින්ගේ තව ට්‍රයල් එක.
Incendio. Accio.
දෙකට ළඟට එන්න දෙන්න තු ගෙවන.
I should investigate. Revelio.
ඔක්කොටම ගෙවුවනේ. අද යමු.
Revelio.
මොකක්ද ගන්න පුළුවන් අපිට?
Accio. Incendio. Levioso. Lumos. Accio.
නෑනේ.
Revelio.
අතරත් ඇතිවෙන.
Accio. That's that. Settled.
හරි. ඒක නෑ සුබේ ගත්තා.
Revelio.
හරි ඒක තමයි තියෙන්නේ.
Incendio. Levioso. Potato. Stupid. Incendio. Accio. Levioso.
මොකටද?
Ugh. Shame you're so foul.
ඉන්සින්ඩියෝ එක ළඟ වදින්නේ.
Past the ruins. I'm on the right track. Incendio. Accio.
මොකද වදිනවා? දැන් නම් ළඟයි.
An encampment. This must be it. Incendio. Protego. Looks as if there's more than one way to enter.
ගහගන්න පුළුවන් ඉඩ පිටුම් එක.
Levioso.
What are you doing?
Incendio. Levioso. Accio. Incendio. How many of you are there? Incendio.
අම්මට එන ගොඩක් ඉන්නවා.
Yes. Levioso. Incendio. Levioso. Accio. Levioso.
This will not go well for you.
Don't even try.
Iya bahin itu.
What an unfortunate end for you.
Wah. Cool.
You don't believe you could defeat me, do you?
What do you have in store for me this time? That was quite something. Now, to free Arn's cards. Levioso! Incendio!
Ini mau kali kanan dah bukan? Ada.
Quite an enchantment. The carts are returning to Arn.
Oh, ada untuk memang. Buka dulu. I don't know.
Levioso!
Hadi. Balls tiga minit. Mana hari kalian lagi?
Revelio.
Toto වැඩ කරනවා. ඕ තව එකක් තියෙනවා නේ මෙතන. ඕ ඕකේ. උදේට බෝල තියෙනවා. ඕ අර තියෙනවා.
Levioso! Accio!
Good. තව එකක් තියෙනවා වගේ.
Revelio.
වතනක් තියෙනවානේ.
Levioso. Revelio.
වාර තියෙද? අඩු. ඕකේ.
Incendio. Levioso. Accio.
Never.
Revelio. These Merlin trials won't get the best of me.
Yes. Sorted. Oh, okay.
Levioso. Accio.
Ooh. Okay. ඊළඟට පාඩ දැන return to art. අපිට fast travel කරන්න ඕනේ. එතෙන්ටත් ගිහිල්ලා නේ. එතකොට ආයෙ අපිට ඕන වුණොත් යන්න පුළුවන්. මහා කළුවරේ ගිහිල්ලා සත්තු කයිදන්නේ.
Off on another adventure, are we?
අපිට ඕන වෙලාවක දැන් යන්න පුළුවන්. අපි දැන් යන්න.
Wonder who lives here.
If you're here for my
On, I have good news. Your carts are on their way back.
I don't know what to say. Any hope I have of getting my belongings back was quickly fading. Ramrock's lot called me a fool for believing in the good in wizard kind. Thank you for proving them wrong.
I managed to free your carts fairly easily.
Oh, I'm glad you're all right. Oh, I can't wait to have my things back, especially my paints. You know, You've inspired me. I've been dealing with witches and wizards for years, and we've always got along just fine. Perhaps my next piece will be a tribute to all that is good between us.
What a nice idea, Ron. I wish you luck with it.
Oh, I can't wait to get started. Thank you again for all you've done.
Okay.
All the best to you. Once my carts arrive, I'd be happy to show you my...
Yeah. Oh. Okay. Then Pawati.
Hello, Mr. Semi.
What can I do for you?
What do you have for sale?
What can I help you with today?
Okay.
I hope to see you again sometime.
දැන් මොනවද එතකොට? quest වල. Okay, අපි තව ස්පෙල් එකක් ඉගෙන ගෙනෙමු.
Not sure how I'd fare in a little place like this.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
ඉතින් දෙන්න ඕනේ නෑනේ අපි ෆාස්ට් ට්‍රැවල් කරන්න මට නිකම්ම යන්න පුළුවන්. Hogwarts map. Okay. Locate on map. Okay. Go. Oh, advanced type. නේ අලුත් ස්පෙල් එකක් කියනවා Sebastian නේද?
I hope you were able to take care of everything I had asked you to do.
Professor, I completed all of your most recent assignments.
Well done. Then you're ready to learn Expelliarmus.
Expelliarmus disarm කරන එක.
The disarming charm may often be all you need to defeat the most powerful dark witches and wizards you might encounter. Spellcasting requires a focused mind and a steady wand.
Expelliarmus.
Good work. The dummy is here if you wish to stay and practice.
Go Expelliarmus. I mean, the Levioso. Expelliarmus. Okay. Dummy is here.
Professor, do you have a moment?
I do. What is it?
I wondered, did you attend Hogwarts?
I did. I am a proud member of Ravenclaw House. Why do you ask?
I was curious as to how Hogwarts has changed over the years.
I see. Well, the castle itself, as I'm sure you have surmised, is full of surprises. I dare say more than the staircases change around here. As for the students, well, they seem to get more capable every year. Although, we got up to just as much mischief in my day as you seem to now. I used to look the other way at all sorts of roguery when I was head girl. I can tell you, however, that I did once admonish a certain Phineas Nigella's Black for enjoying a sugar quill during a lecture.
I hadn't realized that you and Professor Black were, students here together.
Appearances can be deceiving. You see, I was once wounded by time itself.
Time itself? I never would have imagined such a thing.
Ah, well, it was the risk I took with my prior position. You may or may not have heard that I was an unspeakable at the Ministry for years.
An unspeakable? What does...
As you might suspect, I cannot speak about what we did. Suffice it to say, the job was not without its hazards. Now, I hope I've satisfied your curiosity for the moment.
You have. Thank you for speaking with me, Professor.
Keep up with your wand work. One must always be prepared for mischief, both inside and outside of the castle.
More interesting. මෙයා මේ වයස පෙනුනට ඇත්තටම වයස නැහැලු. මෙයා මේ හෙඩ්මාස්ටර් බ්ලැක් ගේ වයසෙමයිලු.
Expelliarmus! You seem to have the right end of the stick, but keep practicing. Expelliarmus may save your life one day.
Accio! Incendio! Levioso! Expelliarmus!
Okay. Another question. Okay, locate on the map. Potions. කෑ ගහන උන් ඉන්නවා ඇත්ත potions එකනේ. Okay, අපි යම් බලන්න.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Potions.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
High places.
Accio! Well, that's one of Zenobia's gobstones. I hardly see what all the fuss is about.
owls ළඟට ඇදලා ගන්න බෑ.
Revelio.
අර වගේ එකක් ආපහු. මේවා it's not my strongest suit. පස්සේ ඇවිල්ලා බලනවා. අතර කොල්ලෙක් ඉන්න කතා කරන්න පුළුවන් quest එකක් ඇති.
I really have made a mess.
Is everything all right?
Oh, hello. Nice to see you again. Thank you for asking. And I'm afraid everything's not all right. I may be in a spot of trouble with the librarian. You might recall that I was trying to cast non-verbally when we met in the common room. Well, I mastered that, and now I've taken to creating my own charms. Thought I'd perfected my light as a feather charm to use on my library books. My arms get so tired carrying them around all day. But I must have confused the Latin word for feather with bird in my incantation, because when I opened my bag just now in the library, it literally took flight.
That sounds brilliant, actually.
Thank you. Somehow I don't think the librarian will see it that way. I collect the books and remove the charm myself, except this isn't the first time one of my charms has threatened the peace of the library. Our meet told Madame Scribner they were my books flying around, so she said that if I caused her any more trouble, she'd write to my parents. Perhaps you could get them for me. There are only 5. She won't be suspicious of a new student looking around.
Why did Army tell Madame Scribner that they were your books?
Oh, to be perfectly honest, I don't think he meant any harm. I think he was impressed, bragging on my behalf. Amit spends a lot of time gazing at the stars, but he knows a good charm when he sees one.
I suppose I could help, if I have the time.
Oh, I'd very much appreciate it. One of the books is my diary. I'd rather it not fall into the wrong hands. If you could collect them and bring them to me, I can remove the charm.
කෙල්ලා තින් වැරදිලා කෙල්ලා තින් වැරදිලා චාම් එකක් බඩු පොත් උස්සන් යන්න බැරි හින්දා පොඩි චාම් එකක් දීලා ඒ චාම් එක හින්දා මේ බර අඩු වෙන්න දීලා තියෙන්නේ කොහොම හරි ඒක හින්දා ඒක පොත් ටික පියාඹලා ගිහිල්ලා දැන් අපිට පුළුවන් වුණොත් පොත් ටික හොයලා දෙන්න කියනවා ඒකත් කලෙක්ටිබල් එකක් Oceans
Revelio.
කලින් ඇවිල්ලා නැහැ. මේ පැත්තට කොන හරි ඇහෙනවා. ලොක් එක ගන්න.
Revelio.
ලොක් කරලා. කොහමද? කොහොමද ලස්සන? Gimbal. Potions.
Good morning, Professor Garlick. How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class.
A little treat for your auntie.
Ah, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacular than the bouncing bulb. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root.
අපට mandrake. අර කෑ ගහන්නේ. හරි පොට වන්නේ කි.
Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears. Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug.
අම්මට.
Quickly! Place your mandrake in the new pot and cut down the soil!
හරිම වේදනාවන්නේ උන්.
The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease.
මේ ප්‍රොෆෙසර්ට වැඩි වයසක් නෑ වගේ.
Reparo!
Reparo.
I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone. Now for our next
Revelio.
task, we'll be planting dittany at our potting tables. You can all get started. I need to have a brief word with our new student.
I should think Professor Garlick would be more careful with her mandrakes.
The best time to plant a seed is last season. Second best time is now.
Did you know that you can use the mandrake to defend yourself? Why, the very idea.
I do wonder about Professor Fig. He's hardly ever in his classroom. Most strange.
I wonder if hippogriffs like knotgrass.
Revelio.
Okay. Dear Professor Gall, how I thought of that. Remember that survey exam of that. Elena Everly. Cody.
Yes, Professor.
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
Actually, I enjoyed it. I couldn't help but catch your enthusiasm.
How kind of you. It seems you're already taking to herbology like a mandrake to fresh soil. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful! A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Let's see how to balance my star thistle arrangement. Niffler's fun
Revelio.
or roses?
මෙහෙම මේ ප්ලාන්ට්ස් ගලවන එක අවුලක් නැද්ද?
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class.
Pardon me, Professor. What am I supposed to do with the dittany seeds?
Your part in all this floral alchemy is simple. Take the seeds to your potting table, plant them, and then wait for harvest time.
Okay.
Revelio.
අම්මඩ විනාඩි 10යි.
Well done! Once it can be harvested, your destiny will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora. The Chinese chomping cabbage.
Chomping.
You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
Revelio.
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander. I'll be showing you the Chinese Nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian. And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaughtered him. It was brilliant.
Oh. Well, thank you.
I nearly put Sebastian in his place myself. I mean, I would have...
Revelio.
If Heckard hadn't stopped me.
Didn't she stop that dragon skull from crushing you?
Typical Slytherin trick, dropping a dragon skull on someone during a... Here we are. Home of the Chinese chomping cabbage. Go on. Grab a few of those cabbages. Just mind... Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it, and they'll do the rest.
Revelio.
Look at that. They'll chomp on anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters. Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that just have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but... Well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
I suppose they could prove useful outside of the greenhouse. Nothing wrong with a bit of backup, even if it is from a cabbage.
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such. You can't be above throwing a cruciferous vegetable if necessary. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class. Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
Okay guys, අපි එහෙනම් මේ එපිසෝඩ් එක මෙතනින් නවත්තමු. අපි කතාවේ ලොකු දෙයක් ප්‍රෝග්‍රස් වුණේ නැහැ. අපි නැටි එක පොඩ්ඩක් කතා කරා. නැටි කිව්වා යත් අසාධාරණයට විරුද්ධව නැගී සිටින්න ඉගෙන ගන්නවා කියලා. ඊළඟට අපි අපේ potions master potions professor ගාලික්ව හම්බෙන්න ආවා. ඒ වගේම අපි defense against dark art teacher professor Heckard ගෙන් expelliarmus අපි දන්න හැරි පොටර් එකේ ගොඩක් use කරන expelliarmus කියන ස්පෙල් එක use කරන්න ඉගෙන ගත්තා. ඒ වගේම ෆිග් ගියාමයි ලන්ඩන් වලට ගියා අර නැති වෙච්ච එක්කෙනා ගැන කට උත්තරයක් දෙන්න. එයා තාම ආවේ නැහැ. සමහර විට අපි මේ potions teacher ගේ quest එක කරලා ඉවර වුණාම මම හිතන්නේ ෆිග් ඇවිල්ලා ඉඳී. එතකොට අපිට කතාව continue කරන්න පුළුවන්. එහෙනම් අපි එතනින් set වෙමු.